The Partridge Family, featuring the beloved David Cassidy, was a popular musical sitcom of the 1970s, drawing inspiration from the real-life musical Clan the Cowsills. The series gained early acclaim, securing 2 TV Land Awards in 2003 for Best Fashion Icon, David Cassidy, and Most Beloved Teen Star, Susan Dey. It also received nominations for various honors, including a Grammy Award in 1971. Numerous networks have aired reruns of the program over the years, including Nickelodeon's Nick at Night from 1993 to 1994, Fox Family, Hallmark Channel, and currently the digital sub-channel Antenna TV under Sony Pictures Television. So what have become of the actors from the Partridge Family? Let's find out. Shirley Jones as Shirley Partridge. Shirley Jones took on the role of family matriarch Shirley Partridge. An amusing coincidence. Indeed, Shirley became an indispensable part of the Partridge family even during the show's development stages. Born in 1934, she built her career around portraying kind, dependable characters in numerous productions, many of which were musical ventures, showcasing her vocal talent. Her musical prowess caught the attention of renowned composers Rodgers and Hammerstein during an audition. By 1955, she had secured the leading female role in the film adaptation of Oklahoma. Following that success, she continued to star in musical films. Rodgers and Hammerstein weren't the only ones impressed by her musical abilities. Shirley's portrayal of Mrs. Partridge was an absolute necessity for the show's creators. Since her time on the TV series, Shirley, now 889, has appeared in various television shows, although her involvement in the film and TV industry has slowed down in recent years. Her most recent film role was in 2018's Eco-Teens, Save the World. On August 5, 1956, Jones tied the knot with actor and singer Jack Cassidy. They had 3 sons, Sean, Patrick, and Ryan. David Cassidy was Jack's son from his previous marriage to actress Evelyn Ward and became Shirley's stepson. Jones ended her marriage to Cassidy in 1975 and later married actor and comedian Marty Les on November 13, 1977. On the night of December 11, 1976, after rejecting Jack Cassidy's reconciliation attempt, Jones received news of a fire at her ex-husband's penthouse apartment. Reportedly, the fire originated from his lit cigarette when he fell asleep on the couch. The next morning, firefighters discovered Cassidy's body inside the charred apartment. Dave Madden as Reuben Kincaid. Dave Madden also deserves recognition for his contribution, having passed away in 2014 at the age of 82 due to complications of myoplastic syndrome. He portrayed the character Reuben Kincaid in The Partridge Family. In 1951, Dave left college and enlisted in the Air Force. He served in Libya, where he found success as an entertainer in camp performances. This paved the way for his career beginnings as a comedian and stage performer after the war, gaining momentum while entertaining at a nightclub in Beverly Hills. By 1965, Dave landed a significant role on Camp Runamuk and became a regular on Laugh-In, appearing in 24 memorable episodes. While Reuben Kincaid often appeared agitated as an agent, Dave himself was always supportive of his co-stars. During Danny Bonaduce's challenging times, Dave offered him support and a place to stay. Bernard expressed deep gratitude for Dave's reliability and encouragement. Dave's talents caught the attention of none other than Frank Sinatra, who recommended him to Ed Sullivan. 3 appearances on The Ed Sullivan Show propelled Dave's career, leading him to his final known acting project, a voice role in the short adventures in Odyssey, The Last Days of Eugene Meltzner. In 2000, in 197.5, Madden married Nina Arnold, and they welcomed 2 children, an adopted daughter named Selena and a son named Peter Michael. Before divorcing in 1985, Madden later married his former college sweetheart, Sandy Dempsey Madden, on May 28, 1998. He passed away on January 16, 2014 in Jacksonville, Florida, where he was under hospice care due to complications of M syndrome. He was 82 years old. Gordon Jump as Albertson. Gordon Jump portrayed Albertson in the series. Jump's acting journey began when he turned 32. He engaged in a theater production at the Glendale Center Theater in Glendale, California, catching the eye of an observer who offered him representation. The theatre was under the ownership of Nathan and Ruth Hale, who were affiliated with the LDS Church. It was there that Jump first encountered the LDS Church. Jump television debut occurred with his guest appearance as Marcus Clemens on CBS's Daniel Boone, where he delivered 8 lines. Throughout the 1960s, he secured minor roles in television series like Get Smart, Lancer, Here Come the Brides and Green Acres. He made guest appearances in numerous series from the 1970s through the 1990s. In 1989, Jump assumed the role of the Mayag repairman, succeeding Jesse White. During the 1990s, Jump starred in a brief revival of WKRP in Cincinnati titled The New WKRP in Cincinnati. He featured in the 9th and final season of Seinfeld, portraying George Costanza's superior at a playground equipment company across 2 episodes. His final film appearance was in the 2004 movie Changing of the Guard, released posthumously. Jump passed away on September 22, 2003, at his residence near Los Angeles due to pulmonary fibrosis leading to respiratory failure. Suzanne Kra as Tracy Partridge. Suzanne Kra earns recognition as another notable actor from the Partridge family, though sadly, she passed away unexpectedly in 2015 at the age of 52. Kra portrayed the role of Tracy, the youngest sibling in the series. After her stint on the Partridge family, she made guest appearances on various TV shows, including Mulligan's Stew. Her final known acting role was in the TV movie Children of Divorce in 1980. Following her acting career, she graduated from Los Angeles Pierce College and subsequently owned and operated a bookstore until 1993. KR also participated in a reunion interview with her former Partridge family co-stars in 2010, mentioning that she was then working as a manager at an office, Max, in Bullhead City, Arizona. KRA passed away while seated at her dining room table in her residence in Lofin, Nevada, on April 27, 2015, at the age of 52. Although the cause of death was initially undisclosed, the Las Vegas police released a statement clarifying that it resulted from a medical episode and was not suspicious. According to the coroner of Clark County, Nevada, Kraft's cause of death was orthogenic right ventricular dysplasia, a rare form of cardiomyopathy. David Cassidy as Keith Partridge. David Cassidy, renowned for his portrayal of Keith, sadly passed away in 2017 due to complications from liver and kidney failure. Yet he undoubtedly merits acknowledgement. Cassidy assumed the role of Keith Partridge, the band's lead vocalist and the eldest Partridge sibling. At the young age of 20, his path to stardom began when a talent scout witnessed his performance, leading to a swift contract with Universal Studios. By 1969, Cassidy was securing guest appearances on popular shows like Mod Squad and the highly acclaimed Bonanza. During his tenure on the Partridge family, Cassidy gained fame as a heartthrob of the 70s. In his later career, he made guest appearances on various TV series, including CSI Crime Scene Investigation. Notably, he starred in the television series David Cassidy, Man Undercover, 1978 to 1979, and Ruby and the Rockets, 2009. Cassidy also achieved success in live performances, headlining several acclaimed shows in Las Vegas. However, the disparity between his peak as Keith Partridge and the subsequent struggles in Hollywood exer exacerbated Cassidy's challenges, battling alcoholism and substance abuse. Cassidy faced multiple DUI charges in the 2010s. Tragically, his addiction-related health issues culminated in liver failure, resulting in his passing in 2017 at the age of 67. Nevertheless, David Cassidy's name, smile, and voice will forever resonate in the hearts of many. Gary Dubin as Punky Lazar. Gary Dubin portrayed Punky Lazar, a close friend of Danny Partridge. He lent his voice to the character to Elle in the animated film The Aristocats in 1970 and took on the role of Eddie Marchand, the unfortunate teenager who met his demise at the jaws of a shark. In Jaws 2 in 1968, Dubin depicted a runaway youngster on the television series Green Acres. The following year, he portrayed Dal, a DE boy, in Season 1, Episode 25 of Land of the Giants, titled Shell Game. He made an appearance in the James Bond movie Diamonds Are Forever in a carnival scene, engaging in a water balloon contest against Jill St. John's character. Dubbin also established himself as a prominent voice actor, particularly known for his work in dubbing Japanese animation during the 1990s and early 2000s. He was involved in numerous other acting projects, with one of his most recent roles being in Rock Barnes. The Emperor in Yu Dubin passed away on October 8, 2016, following a battle with bone cancer, as disclosed by one of his relatives. Brian Forster as Christopher Chris Partridge. Brian Forster, age 63, portrayed the character of Christopher Partridge, although he wasn't the initial actor in the role. That distinction belongs to Jeremy Gell Walks, who left the series after one season. Shirley Jones remarked he was not content with the show. His parents pushed him into it, but he wasn't interested, so we replaced him. The second season introduced Brian Forster as Chris Partridge. Born in 1960, Forster was still a child when he joined the family ensemble as their drummer. Following his portrayal of Chris Partridge, his career took a different path. Since the conclusion of the show, Forster has explored race car driving and occasionally pursued acting opportunities outside of Hollywood. His most recent known appearance was reprising his role as Chris Partridge in the TV series Break a Leg in 2008. Nonetheless, Forster remained engaged in acting, albeit on a smaller scale, often participating in community theatre. His connection to the arts was predestined in a way, as he is a direct descendant of Charles Dickens, spanning 6 generations. Rick Seal as Ricky Stevens. Rick Seal portrayed the character Ricky Stevens in the series. Siegel landed the role after catching the eye of Paul Tannen, who recommended him to executive producer Bob Claver. Siegel featured in 10 episodes of The Partridge Family. During his time on the show, Siegel released an album titled Ricky Siegel and the Seagulls With, which was put out by B Records in 1974. He served as one of the hosts at the American Music Awards of 1974, alongside Donny Osmond, Michael Jackson, and Rodney Allen. Ricky Siegel has made guest appearances and provided voiceovers for television programs such as Policewoman Trollkin's Voices, 13 episodes, Shirt Tails Voices, 13 episodes. Richie Rich Voices and Little House on the Prairie Seagull also appeared in several films, including The Last Married Couple in America and Oh God, Book 2. He served as an executive producer for the 2015 film Selected. His most recent credit comes from the police procedural television series NCIS Danny Bonaduce as Danny Partridge Wisecracking. Danny Partridge was known for his unmistakable flaming red hair. As the group's bass player, he not only contributed his voice to the family band, but also entertained with his witty remarks. Despite his cheerful on-screen persona with the Partridge clan, Bonaduce's own upbringing was fraught with difficulties, largely due to his father. Growing up, Bonard endured both physical and emotional abuse. However, his charm and talent provided him with an escape. At just 8 years old, he landed his first role on the short-lived TV show Accidental Family, led by Jerry Van DJK. By age 10, he had appeared in several episodes of Mayberry RFD alongside Ken Barry, and even made 2 appearances on Bewitched in 1970. At the age of 11, Danny joined the cast of The Partridge Family, quickly becoming a recognizable face. Decades later, Bonaduce's contribution to the entertainment industry earned him a former child star-like Lifetime Achievement Award. While he continued to make guest appearances on television and film, nothing quite matched the success of The Partridge Family. He later found success as a radio talk show host, hosting a segment titled Bonaduce's Buzz on a Seattle radio station. Unfortunately, like his co-star David Cassidy, Bonad battled with drug addiction and alcoholism, topics he candidly addressed in his 2005 reality show, Break Bonad. Despite his struggles, he achieved a black belt in karate and is currently married to his 3rd wife, Amy Railsback, whom he wed in 2010. Now 64 years old, Bonad announced his retirement following news in June 2023 that he would undergo surgery related to hydrophilus after experiencing mobility and balance issues. Rosemary DeCamp as Grandma Amanda Renfrew DeCamp appeared numerous times as Shirley Partridge's mother in The Partridge Family from 1970 to 1973. DeCamp rose to prominence in November 1937, assuming the role of Judy Price, the secretary nurse of Dr. Christian, in the enduring Dr. Christian radio series A. Additionally, she performed in the career of Alice Blair, a syndicated soap opera broadcast from 1939 to 1940. Her cinematic debut occurred in Cheers for Miss Bishop, followed by appearances in several Warner Brava productions such as Eyes in the Night and Yankee Doodle Dandy, where she portrayed Nellie Cohan alongside James Cagney. She also played roles in This Is the Army, Rap City, and Blue and Nor Apprentice. Notably, she portrayed the mother of Sabu Dagar's character in Jungle Book. Damp was wedded to Englewood Municipal Judge John Ashton Shidler for 57 years, from 1941 until his passing in 1998. Together they raised 4 daughters, Margaret, Martha, Valerie and Nita. Outliving many of her contemporaries, DeCamp succumbed to pneumonia in 2001 at the age of 90. Following her cremation, her ashes were entrusted to her daughter, an author of children's literature, DeCamp Penn. Here, Duke, The Adventures of an Irish Setter, published by the David Mackay Company in 1962. In 2009, a posthumous autobiography detailing her experiences in film and television titled Rosemary DeCamp Tigers in My Lap was released. Susan Day as Laurie Partridge. Susan Day, renowned for her portrayal of Laurie Partridge, entered the Partridge family as a teenage model at 17. Her character delved into pertinent global issues, and Day skillfully conveyed this profound aspect of the show. Susan gained notice, landing her inaugural film role in 1972's Skyjacked, while also gracing popular TV series like Barnaby Jones and Hawaii 5, De Niro Now 71. Susan was considered for the role of Sandy in Grease in 78. However, her most significant career breakthrough came in 1986, surpassing even the Partridge family with her role in La Law. This endeavor garnered the actress 3 Emmy nominations and 1 Golden Globe win out of 5 nominations. Despite maintaining a low profile in recent years, Susan remains active, albeit not in acting, having last appeared in 2 episodes of 2004's Third Watch. Instead, she dedicates her time to meaningful pursuits, serving as a board member at UCLA Medical Sense Rape Treatment Center. By co-narrating a documentary on Campus Assault Day, exercises a purposeful influence, aiding others in need. Having battled anorexia during her tenure on the Partridge family, she now channels her experiences to empower young women. And that's a wrap on our journey through the lives of the Partridge family, cast then and now, 54 years after the show first aired, from the iconic tunes to the heartwarming moments. This series has left an indelible mark on television history. Thank you for joining us on this nostalgic trip down memory lane. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, keep on singing along with the Partridge family.